What is the most powerful trait we have? You need power, speed. Let your imagination do the rest.
Boxing King Media. It's just past midnight. Izzy, I think literally you left the arena 3 a.m. last night, making sure everything's set up. It's now nearly 1 a.m. You're still here. A bit of a dramatic night, dramatic ending, lot of drama. Just tell me, what kind of emotions are you feeling after your first stadium fight?
Yeah, listen, I'm just grateful it's done, relieved and grateful. It's all done with. It was a big move for us, big show, a lot of logistics around it, a lot of things that could have gone wrong. I feel like we've got through the night, and it's just relieved as a promoter. I'm just glad it's done, and all I'm focused on now is travelling down to Wembley tomorrow to watch Sheffield United go back into the Premiership. That's all. Boxing's done. I'm a football man now for 24 hours.
Fair play. I think one of the things that I think is worth addressing, because you after Terry's fight, there was scheduled to be two further fights on the card, and we saw a lot of fans at the end, not happy. Amar Akbar's fans, they obviously they're left unhappy because they obviously waited till the end to see their guy fight. But I understand, I'll let you explain the reason, because I think it's worth clarifying that this isn't your decision and it's not because of you. Just explain why that fight didn't take place.
Look, there was a curfew at the ground at 12 o'clock. According to us, we thought we'd be done. We planned on getting done a lot before 12 o'clock, and we had two fights on. Unfortunately, we tried our best. We tried everything with the club, but they had a final say, and they said, we're willing to pay, a certain sum of money as well for it, but they just weren't. They were no way interested whatsoever. And look, it's boxing; it happens. It's not the first time. We would have loved to have them come on, but look, we'll make sure the scene right and make sure whatever it is financially with the fighters that they've seen, and hopefully get them back out as well. We've got a show in a few weeks if we can make it happen, get them back out again. But yeah, look, it's boxing, it happens, and I'm gutted for them because I understand they've trained hard, the fans have come out here, but look, we tried everything to make it happen, but it just didn't happen, didn't go.
Yeah, because I did see actually Amar Akbar walk up to the ramp to make his ring walk, and then he ended up running back. So I think there was like some miscommunication. Was that at one point going to be on, or what happened?
We were negotiating with Sarg, who have got the licensing and overlook the events, just to kind of plead with him just to give us another half an hour to put a couple of fights on, but they weren't having none of it. They were just not. They said, look, under no circumstances they'll happen. They let the fights go on. Look, I'm good for the lads. I understand it's tough. I understand the frustration with the fans. I totally understand them. They've got right to be frustrated, and the fans have got right to be frustrated. The fighters, sorry, they trained hard for this, and it would have been a big occasion for it. But look, these things do happen. But we will make sure it's seen right, and make sure whatever we can do to compensate the team and the fighters will, on my behalf, will happen. Accordance.
Well, it's good to see that you're going to try and get them back out in a couple of weeks. The fights all round, there's a lot of fights to talk about. I can't really sit and talk about all of them because it's late. Which one stood out to you the most? Which one impressed you the most tonight?
I like the Reece Small Louis Sylvester fight. Really equally matched. Weren't much in it. Went all the way. They both look good. Different styles. Styles worked well. Yeah, I think that was one that impressed me. I like. I think Ed Hardy looked good as well. Ed Hardy looked good. Maxi got the win. I thought Maxi were pretty comfortable. Styles didn't really clash. It weren't the most entertaining fight. Maxi just said it himself. Archie made it awkward for Maxi to really let go and let his shots. But Terry very comfortable. Terry with ease. I think overall, I think Louis Sylvester and Reece Small was the fight. No, not forgetting Jimmy Joe Flint. Popped his shoulders. I think it was the first two rounds. Something. Fighting with one hand most of the fights, and that was a good tear up. I think overall all the fights were competitively matched. There weren't much in them, apart from Terry at the end, who were quite comfortable in hers. I think they were equally matched, but I'm just grateful for the night's done now. A lot of relief. There's been a lot of tension and build up for this fight. As you've interviewed me a few times, you've seen what it's been like, and as a promoter, you're just grateful now. I just want to go home to my family and just like relax a few days now, just enjoy a bit of downtime, and then we're back in another stadium in Galway, so that's going to be interesting. A lot of work for that as well, but yeah.
Even I tell you one thing, that did stand out. The first three fights he put on YouTube, that was literally an event in itself. Three fights, I think he had like 5,000 6,000 people watching the fights live. They're unbelievable fights. All three 50-50 fights.
The whole, the whole card.
Some random bloke crying behind us.
Yeah. Oh, is it? All right. Yeah, they were good. They were all equally matched. We were saying, weren't we, from top to bottom, the card was matched well. There was no easy fights. Everybody who were on this card got matched competitively. And yeah, we got a stoppage early doors with Jim Mellors. Stevie Levy and Ellie Helliwell were a close fight. I thought Joe Hayden, Lewis Booth were a very close fight as well. Yeah, it was all equally matched, and it was a great card top to bottom. Listen, it was a strong card, and we said this, we spoke about it before. When you put something together on paper, you just hope that these can be competitive when you actually in motion, and it was. So yeah, we purposely tried that, I did that, and it kind of pulled off.
Indeed. Last thing for you, I spoke to Terry. She says that she's now a free agent. Can you confirm that? And also, if she is, would you be making a play for her somehow?
Look, as far as I know, she's a matchroom fighter, and look, matchroom will put a lot of effort into her and a lot of time. And I think, they'll have the right over her, and I'm not one of them. I'm not in the business of wanting to try to sign Terry over them, or, I'm sure they've invested heavier in her, and they'll know what kind of route they want to go. Well, maybe if I work together with them on something, or if an opportunity come where they didn't want to do something, and maybe that could happen. But look, I appreciate what Eddie Hearn and Frank Smith did, allowing us to put our first world title on, and I have got a token of appreciation of that, and I don't know what Terry's plans are in the future. I don't know. I know there's talks about the Caroline DeBar fight, but look, as far as I'm concerned, she's a matchroom fight. I've not heard anything else, and I'm sure they'll have plans for her in that fight with Caroline. They'll have some involvement in it as well.
Indeed. And a great new signing, Sean Mcome.
Yeah, Sean Mcome, excited for that. Excited Irish. We've got a few Irish fighters now, so I can see ourselves putting a few good fights on. And obviously going to Galway in 5 weeks, and then, yeah, it's the kind of place. I think they've got so much passion for passion for boxing. I'd say they're probably the most passionate people about boxing I know. Really, or you can go. They all know boxing. They all like good fighting and the fight game. So yeah, Sean's one of our new signings. And look, we're going to be making no secret. We're in the business of signing good fighters and top fighters and fighters that we believe could go all the way and win belts. And Sean's one of them.
Izzy, thank you, and we'll look forward to Galway and see what you got up your sleeve for that event.
Thank you very much. I'm very tired. Sorry if I'm a bit down on it. I'm just really tired. It's been a nearly 17-hour shift for me right now, so I just want to get to bed. But yeah, I appreciate everything.
Izzy Asif, thank you.
What is the most powerful trait we have? You need power, speed. Let your imagination do the rest.